Okay, let's just dive right in. We all know that trying to predict when a critical piece of equipment is going to fail is, well, it's a huge challenge in maintenance. For years, the whole game has been about getting ahead of those breakdowns. But let's be honest, the tools we've been using haven't really kept up.
But here's the thought. What if your equipment is already telling you everything you need to know? You know, every little hum, every shudder, every vibration. That's a signal. Vibration is one of the earliest, most reliable signs that a failure is coming, and that gives you a chance to act before disaster strikes.
And that's really the big difference, isn't it? On one side, you have unplanned downtime. It's just chaos. It's expensive, and you're always playing catch-up. But on the other side, you have predictive maintenance. That's all about being in control, using data to make smart calls, and stopping those costly failures before they even get a chance to happen.
The problem is, way too many maintenance teams are stuck fighting a modern battle with, well, old weapons. So let's take a quick look at why that traditional approach just isn't cutting it anymore.
And I'm willing to bet this looks pretty familiar to some of you, right? Lugging around those heavy, bulky data collectors, fighting with clunky software, and paying a small fortune for the privilege. I mean, these old systems were game changers back in the day, but today, they just slow you down and lock you into a workflow that's both expensive and super inefficient.
So, if that's the old way, what does a modern digital-first solution actually look like? Well, that's exactly where something like VibCloud enters the picture.
So what is VibCloud exactly? At its heart, it's a total rethink of how we do vibration analysis. It's built from the ground up to be digital, using the kind of tech we all carry around in our pockets every day. The goal is to give you professional-grade tools that are actually affordable and easy to use for teams of any size.
And you can see just how straightforward the process is. First, you're collecting data with modern digital sensors and your mobile phone. Step 2, that data is ready for analysis instantly, either right there on the spot or by an expert on the other side of the world through the cloud. And step 3, well, the result is simple. You prevent failures and you slash your costs.
And this approach directly attacks all the problems of those older systems. Because it's cloud-based, your initial and ongoing costs are way lower. The interface is actually user-friendly, so your team can get going fast. It uses mobile devices, so it just gets more powerful over time, and you can access your data from literally anywhere.
All right, so that all sounds great in theory, but what's it actually like to use? Let's take a really quick tour of the platform.
Okay, so when you first log in, this is what you see. It's your command center. Everything is laid out nice and clean. From this one screen, you can manage all your equipment, set up your data collection routes, dive deep into analysis, and even access a full knowledge hub. It's all right there.
Now moving over to the online dashboard. This is really designed for that quick, at-a-glance check-in. You can see the health of all your assets in one simple view. You know, green is good, but if you see yellow or red, you know exactly where you need to focus your attention right now.
And here's where the real power is. You can start with that high-level, big-picture view of a machine, just looking at the overall trends. But with a single click, boom, you're deep into the raw vibration data for some serious diagnostic work. You go from overview to insight seamlessly.
So the platform looks pretty slick, but does it deliver the goods? Let's check out some real-world results from the field.
For one client in the super demanding mining industry, bringing in VibCloud led to a 30% cut in unplanned downtime. Let that sink in. 30%. That is a massive, massive impact on productivity and, of course, the bottom line. And you can see what actual users are saying. I love this quote from Ray Cow over at Icon Water Australia, who talks about the innovative and efficient analytical features. See, it's not just about collecting data. It's about having smart tools that help you figure out what it all means, fast. Across all their clients, VibCloud has helped prevent over 500,000 defects. Just think about that number. Every single one of those is a potential shutdown that was avoided, a huge repair bill that was saved, and a safer day at work.
And this quote from Jacques Vallée, man, this really drives the point home. They replaced a fleet of 12 traditional clunky systems with this one solution. I mean, that just speaks volumes about the kind of efficiency and cost savings we're talking about here.
So it's clear the platform is powerful, and it's proven. Now let's talk about finding the right fit for your specific needs.
VibCloud really comes in two main flavors. On the left, you've got the standard VibCloud. This is perfect for manual, route-based data collection, for teams that do periodic checks and need that flexibility. Then on the right, you've got VibCloud Online, which uses wireless sensors for automated 24/7 monitoring. This is for your most critical assets that need that constant, always-on oversight.
And this technology isn't just for one specific niche. It's already being used and trusted across a whole bunch of different industries. We're talking mining, manufacturing, water utilities, rail, energy, you name it. Basically, if you've got rotating machinery, this is built for you.
So, here's what it all comes down to. The technology to get ahead of equipment failures, both affordably and efficiently, is here right now. So the only real question left is, are you ready to use it to avoid your next big failure?
If the answer to that question is yes, then the next step is super simple. It's time to take a closer look and see for yourself how this can totally transform your maintenance program. Go ahead and request your free demo today.